Hi everybody, this is John and Jackie of OpenLove101.com, and this is part 5 in our series on rules and boundaries in the swinger lifestyle. And today we're going to talk about, in this video, that was such a great start too. How do I screw that up?
We just keep that in there.
All right. Hey everybody, this is John and Jackie of OpenLove101.com, and this is part 5 in our series of the rules and boundaries in the swinger lifestyle. In this episode, we're going to talk about discussing the evening, really the evening after. So you've had a great time and you've gone out to a swingers club or a swingers party or a swinger date, and you were able to try some of these things that we've talked about in the past 4 episodes, you know, the type of play that you wanted to do and the rules that you'd set and the things you wanted to try.
You practiced your safe words or your safe touch, or you've gone to the swingers club.
And now you get home. Actually, with us, it probably happens in the car on the way home. And you're like so excited to talk about your experience. And you really, well, hopefully you're really like happy and excited about it. But if you're not, even if there's some things that went wrong too, it's so important and it's so much fun and it's so beneficial, and it really enhances your relationship to talk about these things.
It does.
And really, for us, it's one of our favorite parts of the swinging lifestyle, that afterglow, essentially, where we can go back to our bedroom and share the experience, relive the experience, actually, in discussing what had happened. When it comes down to particulars, though, I think it's important to talk about, okay, was there any boundary that was pushed? You know, how did it work? You know, it was so awesome, Jackie, when you gave me the double pinch on my leg. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'd forgotten the safe word. And then I realized, oh, you wanted me to stop what I was doing. And so I did, you know. And it's so important to talk about that, to kind of reinforce the safe words, the safe touch things you've talked about, and maybe the boundaries. So, you know, Jackie, we talked about her not doing this, and she started doing it. And she looked over at me to kind of say, this guy's getting ready to do this. What do you think? And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. You can push the envelope this time. And then we can share about, oh, man, I'm so glad we did that. Because I thought it was going to bother me with some guy kissing you. It didn't bother me at all. It ended up turning me on.
Right.
Communication, so vital.
I'm telling you. Those, really, that's one of my very favorite parts about being in the swinging lifestyle is not only do John and I have this opportunity to experience each other sexually, we get to experience this with other couples and the communication as a result of that, where we can talk about things that we liked or things that we didn't like, or maybe something that a play partner tried that we'd never experienced, and then we get to incorporate that into our relationship. You know, it's that teacher-student mentality as well, where we get to show another couple something and they get to show us something else, and we get to talk about it. And I think John touched on it about if something doesn't quite go to plan, if there's that hiccup, to not over dramatize those hiccups. Those are opportunities for growth and for learning and for discussing. And I know it can be really easy to fall into a routine of, getting upset and letting our fears get the better of us. And, so then we come out angry, and instead of, being able to walk through those fears and get to the other side so that we end up learning something, we start attacking each other. And so I think that's another reason why it's so important to talk to each other about these experiences, the positive and the things that maybe we don't feel like are so positive.
Yes. And it can even be things like things that you decided to try, or maybe the new partner you're with, maybe he asked you to, touch him, in the nether area, and you did because he likes it.
Right.
And then you might ask me, in the conversation, like, he really liked how I did this. Do you like that? And I can say, no, I'm not really too keen on that. Or I might say, let's give it a try. And maybe I'll try it and I'll like it. And there have been instances where Jackie's even communicated, with someone that I was with about, how do you give a blowjob, for instance. And
right.
She tells her how she, what she's done to me that I seem to like it, and then Jackie tries it on me. So the communication can even go into the, talking with the partners that you're with after the fact too.
Right. I mean, I even had a woman one time. She says, "I don't even like to call it blowjobs." I was like, "Really? What do you call it?" She says, "I like to call them blowjoys." She goes, "Because the other makes it sound like I'm working."
That's hilarious. And that came from communicating with someone else after the fact.
See? So yeah, I like this. That's what's so important too about all of this, and it can really be incorporated, like John said. This can really be kind of that cherry on the top to the evening. You know, a lot of times when we get in the car, like you said, and we're going home and we're just kind of euphoric from the evening, and we start talking about the evening. More often than not, what ends up happening is once we get home, the evening continues.
Yes,
and we build on that too. So that's really great. And like you said, the stuff that we have issues with, just talk about it. I mean, this is your partner, this is your ally, this is the love of your life. This is the person that you're supposed to be able to have these kind of conversations with. You are getting to experience something with your partner that is so deep and so guttural and so raw and so organic and just such a great experience. I mean, build on it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt. It just that after part is it's just one of the highlights of the whole experience. The other thing you can learn from those discussions are, okay, and I think I touched upon this a minute ago, but some of these boundaries we have set, maybe I don't care about them. I realize in the middle of this that I'm not the jealous person that I thought I was. I really rather see you have a good time. So maybe we talked about not kissing, but next time, let's go ahead and try it because I don't think it's going to bother me.
Right.
You'll find those things can happen as well.
Right.
I mean, it could be anything that you've talked about where you've set a defined boundary. This is a no-no. Maybe after an experience, when you're talking about it afterwards, you'll find that maybe that's not such a no-no anymore.
Right.
And that's how you'll see couples grow and expand in the swinger lifestyle too, by having those conversations.
That is so true.
So that's it for this video series. We really enjoyed talking to you about the rules and boundaries in the swinger lifestyle. Please sign up for our email list at openlove101.com, and you'll find out about our new video series or upcoming videos or blogs that Jackie has coming out. In the meantime, have a great time, and we'll see ya. Man, Jackie, that was a great video, and if you guys liked it, subscribe below, and you'll get plenty more where that came from, that's for sure.